Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, August 13th, 2019 at 9:06 p.m. and right now I present you with a polished brass Casablanca Delta II ceiling fan, which is powered by the Slumber 5, and it is different than the Slumber Quiet, and it has 5 speeds instead of just 3, like most Delta 2s you see. And it was manufactured April 23rd, 1985, as noted on the switch housing right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's kind of out of focus there. Just bear with me. I apologize for that. Wow. Let's see what number it was manufactured. Doesn't say Delta 2, but it's got the signature slanted GE vents. It's a sideband. It's up with the top of the motor, and the hang tree canopy was not original to it. It's a newer one. It's like the post recall, but you know, and it's mounted to that brass Casablanca mounting plate, and that allows it allows the fan to be hung on a bare junction box, any hang tree fan, mind you, and gives the fan some leverage like it would be hung on a regular ceiling. And it did come with the original canopy with the grooves on it, but I figured that would be just too many grooves. You can see them. Even though that technically isn't part of the fan, but it's just something extra to encircle the hang tree, which I think is cool. And it has antique oak blades, the pronounced pointed tip. And this is not a K4S like kit per se, and I'll show you right here. It's got a little knob to dim the lights, but whoever had this fan before me, you know, didn't think about that you can't control a light separately from the fan unless they had it like on it was a 3-wire, you know, with a switch dedicated to the light. They probably had on one of those more than likely, but I'll have to turn on back here. See that? We've now shed some light on the situation, and I'll have to switch the light kit on this because I can only run the fan with the light kit on it, and it's rather dim setting. That's about as dim as it gets right there. Very nice romantic setting, especially when it's on the lowest speed. I can do that when I rev it up, but and these globes didn't come with the fan. These are the signature Casablanca etched crystal, whatever you want to call it. Came with bevel glass, but I like this better, especially on a Casablanca. Okay, I'm going to make it brighter. Let's see. Make it a little brighter. See, now it's at its brightest setting. Should probably put this on the one in the dining room. We'll just dim it a little bit. We'll just Put it back to the lowest setting. And I got this fan at Habitat way back in summer of 2017, so it's been in my possession for 2 years now. I finally got around to hanging it and demonstrating it out here. And since I also leave the canopy up to put Casablancas that employ the brass canopy, like either polished brass or whitened brass, so that will succeed this one. So without further ado, we're gonna rev it up and have the. I'm just gonna rev it up with the chain here, because that will turn the fan on and off on its lowest setting. I'll show you how I change the speeds in a minute, but we'll enjoy the lowest setting. There. I think that's a good angle right there, isn't it? See, with the lights at their dimmest setting, the fan on its lowest setting, that is totally restaurant speed right there. No two ways about that. This is one of my many polished brass Casablanca Delta IIs in my collection. I can't help it because they're childhood fans. Okay, now it's time to change the speed. And see the little black knob right there. It's got the notches in it. And unlike a Slumber Quiet, this actually has confirmed speed. So, like, to get a speed, you give it a quarter of a turn. But at this point, when you hear that click, you'll know it's the next speed has been reached. So, I'm gonna bump it up a notch, literally. Now this is the typical Casablanca Delta II low speed. See how it increased the momentum. Okay, we're gonna bump it up to the next speed. More like the medium. I think this actually is the medium of mediums. Isn't that cute? I'm starting to feel some airflow from it. Okay, bump it up to medium high. Torqued a little bit. It's really starting to crank here now. This would be like the high on most ceiling fans manufactured today. I know I've said a lot of videos, but I can't help it. I like the ceiling fans that actually crank out air. And let's bump it up to top speed, shall we? Oh yeah, she's cranking out air now. There's a tornado in here. But now she's moving out of focus. I apologize for that. Let's see if we can get in there. Do you see now? Please stay in focus. Oops. It had a slight shake to it, but I think you can only see the shake unless you're really looking for it, but other than that, it's running real poised. that back to low. Retract the speed. And now power down. Do a spin down here. Bearings are really good on this fan. It doesn't make any noise, and you know, I might swap out the light kit on it, de-light it. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, because my only option would be to put an aftermarket, you know, schoolhouse light on it, because I can control it independently. But since this light was so unique, I wanted to test it like this. Oh, this is off topic, but it's starting to, I hear some raindrops outside. A little bit of glare of the light right there. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, it's a much better angle right there. The globe can obscure the LED in the background. Well, there you have it, folks. A Casablanca Delta II ceiling fan, Slumber 5, manufactured in 1985 in the USA of all places. But before I conclude, I'd like to show a little sneak preview here of one of my latest install, the Emerson 1895 series. Looks so good back there. The choice was tough, but you know, to take down the Palm Air, Pacific Breeze, and then the Litex close up, runs really well. Okay, this concludes our broadcast day. Thank you for watching. More to come.